Greetings there, fellow ancient soldiers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Stalwart Ancients. Episode 33, The Blur and the Firestorm. These ancient dangers are just not anywhere to be seen. Holy hell. How many tiles in a row is that? Like 4 of no dangers? Because I have a history of, like, ancient danger searching similar to this, and usually I come up with more hits than this. Yeah, it's bad monitor on a map tile I no longer care about. Right. I think what I'll do is I'll do like maybe 5 more and then call it quits. There is a danger there, though. At least that's something. Because Agro will eventually run out of food. He is like a god tier harvester, crop tender. But even then, I'm going to run out of agave. So the exit spot was there. Lucy, and I don't really care too much about the Lucy, although there's something I could sell. I'm gonna wait for the Tesseron to finish like a there we go. As soon as they start moving, it's like a scripted move where they won't react to you until they finish moving to the spot that they were headed to. So if you time it right, you can get them between like their patrols, which is I didn't do when there was 2 of them. But when there's 1 of them, it's pretty easy to just, like, be a thief. Sneak thief, and... yeah. Okay, so Agro's resting out on the road. No problem. The other way they had is... who is farming with him absent? Because it's not Red Mist. So I think I'm going to put Flip in charge of that. And, ooh, we extracted awful animals. Well, I have 2 copies of that. So, I guess what I'll do is I will, I'll keep Bennett as one of the, like, blood donors and keep him alive by giving him, you know, go juice once every 59 days or whatever. So the next one going in is going to be Edekin and Neanderthal, and we'll probably scan them to death. As horrid as that sounds. Because for the Neanderthal, we already have Robust. Granted, it was paired with a bunch of other stuff, so I don't really feel the need to get anything else from Neanderthal unless we get Robust on its own. That would be the only real benefit. Because I think we have poor social, we have poor intellectual, we have poor shooting. No, we don't have poor shooting. But we have... poor intellectual, and... oh, we sold our poor social because it was coupled with heat. So there's a few genes, but, like, not really important ones. Genes that I'm happy to part with, in other words. And then for the Edekin... awful mining would be the only one we want to scan. Maybe, probably. Or Robust on its own, again. Those are probably the only ones of any real value. So, I'm not too worried about having them stick around. What is this weather? Oh, okay, it was bugged. I was like, this looks like glow forest spores or something. What is even going on here? And then the game was like, oh yeah, you're right. Let's hide that. Alright, so exit location is middle south. Is there any ancient dangers? No, there is not. Oh, no, there is. When you said to the left, did you mean to the right? I'm gonna guess you meant to the right. Alright, these guys are aggro. Speaking of aggro. So they're gonna be a little bit harder to dupe. I wouldn't mind that mining trainer, though. So I'm going to take these mechs for a bit of a jog, lure them away from their ancient danger, and then sneak in and grab the loot. And probably learn the mining trainer, because I guess Scorpio mines, but with Trotter hands, Scorpio won't mine as well as aggro. Unless I manage to scan elongated fingers from a genie. But even then it wouldn't matter, because Scorpio's already a single phage, so Scorpio's not going to go through a xenogerm implantation. Well, that's not true. Actually, I'm not in control of the pawns, so I take that back. If Scorpio wanted that, I wouldn't necessarily say no. Because it's not up to me. Ugh, I thought I would be able to do that. Whatever, it's a minigun. Don't hurt so bad. I don't like. Oh, night. Oh no. That sucked. Ouch. No, this is real bad. Break line of sight. I thought I was going to be able to get out that way. Clearly not. Because his construction is not very good. And he had a finger missing from the mech fight, so whatever. I still have the loot. I'm still going to be able to outrun them. I'm not bleeding fatally or anything like that. What I should have done is grab the loot and dip into these ruins and then lose them through broken line of sight. So here's the deal. I'll send aggro home at this point, and then afterwards, should I continue desert hopping or try for POIs? And then there's the choice of do something entirely different. Stop trying to do cures this way. Because you never know. I might end up getting a quest for a cure at some point or something like that. So now that aggro is, or Breakfire is coming out of death rest, I'll have aggro home and we'll do the prediction implantation in a minute. Oh, yay. Toxic fallout. Alright. If we have toxic fallout, I need to hunt as soon as possible. So what I'm planning on doing is I'll hunt the stuff that won't fight back with everyone, minus Scorpio. And then as soon as aggro's home, I'll have the animal revenge get hunted. But basically, my meat source is about to go bye-byes, so I'm trying to get ahead of that loss. Bad timing. Ginyu needs a bit of practice. No, don't eat. Nah. One less animal to eat. Shona, thank you for the resub. Good morning to you too. Okay, breakfire. I didn't mean to auto-wake, because you were not fully death rested, but whatever, it's good enough. So I'm going to wait for breakfire to death rest for once the animals on the map tile have been hunted, because it's more important to max out our meat before our meat source goes bye-bye. Because we're getting toxic buildup. The animals are. My hunters aren't. Well, at least breakfire isn't, because breakfire has 2 detox lungs. So breakfire will never feel the effects of it, nor will aggro for that matter. But the animals certainly won't be edible if we take too long hunting them. And it looks like you guys want me to try points of interests for cure hunting. Got it. Will do. I'll change my tactic. Once all the small fries are dead, I'll have... Oh, goats just joined us. I have bad news for you goats. I'll have Flip and you taking off on hunting duties and just have breakfire and aggro do it. And aggro should be home, yeah, right now. Perfect. And then, of course, there's the Bonex implantation that we'll be able to do, because I did get a... I got the mining trainer, and then I got the architect eye, and the architect eye probably should go to aggro. Or, sorry, breakfire, but I'll wait for aggro to have a bionic arm first, so that he does the surgery even better. Because as is now, he has penalties to medical as a result of the lost manipulation. Okay, work. Hunt. No one hunts except for aggro and break. And the animals is all the remainder. Because aggro and break can easily get away from emus and cougars, whereas the rest of them might lose that fight. Aggro is too fast, break can jump, and is also super fast. Wait, where'd the... Oh, the butchery zone was full. I was gonna say, didn't you just hunt an animal and then you didn't actually bring it anywhere? So I'm having Inu high priority butcher so that there's actually space in the butchery to put these animals. So in this case, I might have everyone stay inside except for aggro and break. Because if I'm not mistaken, yeah. Everyone else doesn't have the right lungs to be outside. So I'm going to keep them inside. Ooh, another Exoticus trader. And, yep, we're starting to get them insta-rotting. Due to, toxic buildup. Ever since Scorpio joined, we've been getting cougars on the map tile. Coincidence? Yeah, probably not. Probably not. The two go together like fire and oil. Violently. Oh, come on! Just hit the thing. Can't believe I'm using turrets for this. Scorpio, you should be by far the best socialite now for trade. Where the other... you were just carrying... Because there's so little space in the butchery, they keep just dropping corpses that are in the process of being hauled. So, like, here's an emu that should be hauled, but isn't being hauled. It's annoying. Alright, Scorpio. But yeah, our kitchen's finally starting to look stocked, which is really good. It's been a while. Alright, what you got? Let's sell the Luciferium. I'll sell the antibiotics. Maybe I might... I don't know. UV vulnerable, strong crafting. It's tempting, but intense UV sensitivity really sucks. It's trouble. So they have 2 Arca capsules, which I could buy. Wow, you are getting such a price reduction because you're actually good at trading? That's awesome. Like, the cost... The last time I bought these was like 1,400 or something. Yeah. Because of the lack of... the change of the bonus. So 2 more capsules, that works for me. I don't really see anything else that calls to me. And I'll double check. You know, superheat tolerant I'm going to sell. Heavy brown I'm going to sell. I don't foresee implanting that ever. Might as well make a little money if I can. Is there an item with a quest? Ooh, that's a good question. Possibly we could discover a quest with this book. So, we'll try it. They're not even allowed out there. That's fine. Someone will haul it for you. So now that the animals have been tended to, Break, you are going to do the surgery for aggro. So that is a right arm. Getting replaced. Aggro, wear a gown. Break fire, grab a scalpel. We'll be doing this, obviously, with industrial meds. And operate. Okay. No longer missing a finger. What is your deal? Oh, yeah, I've been forcing you to butcher for like an hour. Or a day, I should say. Let's not let that loot go to waste that we just bought. And it's possible that we'll discover a quest. So of the 3 books that we currently have, both Desire by the Greenhouse and Growth Near the City could have us discover a quest. And our current reading policy is anything, so like, hopefully they will discover quests from them, who knows. I could force them to read it, but I think I'm just going to let it play out organically instead. So aggro will be up soon from sedation, and let's have Break go through a cycle. So before we do that, we're going to need to power up the lab again, because we let it run out of fuel. Alright, that's enough fuel. And then calculate the chances, although you guys have already done the prediction, but I'll calculate the chances all the same. So flip the lab switch. Oh, for the love of... Well, alright, it's a good thing it took me a while, because obviously I'm going to want to clear out the psychic chip before Breakfire goes under again. Although it's far less of a threatening... There's 3 pikemen that we won't be able to outrange, but like, far less of a threatening entourage. Alright, in that case, flick this off. Flick this off. I'll leave one of the generators running to fill up the batteries a little bit more. And we're going to have to destroy the ship. And then genoplant breakfire. So Aggro's already on his feet. But I'm going to wait for the wooziness to wear off. Obviously, sending him to battle woozy is just a bad idea. And it's just going to be another, like... You know? Let's wake them up rudely. Let's use some of that insect chem fuel and wake them up nasty. I like that. So I'm going to put 75 more chem fuel into the lab so that we have fuel to do the next gene implantation, and then the rest of the chem fuel I'll put towards high explosive shells. And what I'm planning on doing is just having a bunch of IEDs around here so that we set off one of the IEDs with snipers and it just like blasts a whole bunch of their mechs pretty damaged, shortening the duration of the fight considerably, because I ain't got time for this nonsense. Let's put a pause on that and start machining. Perhaps a tox generator downstairs? Yeah, eventually. I got bigger fish to fry right now. So the plan is, let's build 4 IEDs, even though I'm doing 10 shells. We'll build 4 IEDs and then we'll reinstall them around here and then install them in such a way that they will chain react. Once one goes off, they all go off, blowing up the mechs. I think that's a pretty small cost. Bonus for the time. Yeah, it's in the same area. It's funny how, like, lazy it seems to have been. It's like the last ship was here, and this one's here. It's Randy's out of ideas. Or Randy's just trying to, like, deja vu me, like it's Groundhog Day or something. I'm on to you, Randy. What are these pants made out of? Cloth. Okay, good. I was like, they kind of look like Thrumbo, and I would be mad. Because I specifically requested not that. Aggro, you need to kill some humans, don't you? I think we have... Oh, we don't have the chem fuel for it. So we're gonna, oh god, that is a dirty kitchen. I feel like the color of the toxic fallout's gone. The toxic fallout, it's only been around for 2 days. But it definitely doesn't look green right now. I don't know. Maybe I'm just seeing things. It's starting to get green again. Just hallucinating. Is the hydroponic fertility the same as last stream? I'll be able to tell during daytime. It's not day at the moment. Oh, space chunks. Nice. So I think this is the last shell we need in order to set up the IEDs. And then tomorrow, with the sun up, the plan is to set all these mines up, grab a bunch of sniper rifles, and take this group down. Med emergency. You are psychite dependent and in a coma as a result of not having psychite. That's fine. That's, I think what we'll do is we'll scan the waster to death too. Because I don't need 2 prisoners that have fussy genetic requirements. Right, switching the weapons out. All right. Aggro. Let's have you go install this stuff. Actually, I'm a little worried about your... let's hit a soother. I'm hitting a soother because I don't want him to have a mental break in the middle of setting up, like, bombs. Well, shoot. I forgot about that. It's not going to be fun. And he immediately gets set on fire. Good job, me. They changed the mechanics back when it used to be cheesed for waking up with sleeping spots, and I totally forgot about that. And he's tinder-skinned, so, like, getting super burned is not good for him. Help is on the way, though. Hopefully he crawls out of it. Nope, he died. And that is my fault. Mr. Super Fast. Yeah, his torso burned to death. Ouch. It's crazy to be brought down by a Scorcher when we have such a group. But that is my sloppiness. Yeah, I totally forgot about the whole wake-up installation changes that they made. Alright, I'm gonna have Scorpio step up so that when the pikes are aggroed... Nope. Fall back. Oh, Flip, you never switched your gun, despite the fact that I had queued it up. I think you were asleep, so I'm gonna send you back. Now, with this said, there is a chance to revive him if we get res serum, but not if his corpse ceases to exist. So I'm gonna try to put the fire out, if I can. But Scorpio is, of course, a vampire, so being around fire is equally bad. So I attempted there, but it didn't really take. And Inu is getting sniped to the kidneys without having a shield belter to absorb the shots. That's a totally separate problem. So I don't even know if I'm going to be able to have a corpse to bury here. It's funny, like, the game kept giving me rain when I didn't want it, and now I want it, and it's not going to happen. Alright, so that Scorcher's downed. I ducked... Okay, Flip has his gun. I ducked behind the ship. The other issue is, like, if the fire happens to spread to the mines, although it hasn't yet. Okay, there goes my shield belt, so let's jump out of there. And Inu is face tanking, because sniper rifles are not very good against... Don't kick gravel in my eyes. They're not really good against mechs. There we go. So I'm making pretty reasonable attempts to try to put him out of fire, but I don't think it's going to happen in time. The Lancers are just too high damage, taking out my shield belts too quickly. And the Insanity Lance wouldn't... Yeah, it's too late. The Insanity Lance wouldn't have really helped in that situation, because none of these enemies, minus the Scythers that were already dead, are tanky enough to even be useful for tanking purposes. Oh well. And now the rain happens. Yep. What's funny is knowing the game mechanics of RimWorld, 2 spots of rain isn't enough to actually trigger like a rain event. So the rain that's happening now is separate from the like auto rain RimWorld mechanics. So it's just like, in other words, what I'm trying to say is it's like game mechanic trolling me even further. So without a ship, they're going to be auto-aggroed. I'm going to have Scorpio try to ambush the pikemans in back. And then I'm having everyone else grab guns and report to the front. Oh, I am out of hemogen, though. Actually, Inu, maybe you don't even be a part of this fight. You're in rough shape. Alright, I think all that's left is this... Never mind. Nothing's left. Diver. Oh, we already have someone in. So the other issue is, as far as doctor care goes, we're down to 2 again. Or 1. So we don't really have a second doctor. Although Scorpio does make up for the fact that we didn't... We're no longer down to 0 miners. So at least there's that. And I didn't actually use the mining trainer, so I'll use it now. Wow. That was not a lot of experience given you have a passion in it. The toxic fallout has subsided, so I'm going to let everyone away. Now the other issue is, or yet another issue, we no longer have a bloodlust in the colony, meaning that like nobody wants to see corpses. So that's everyone's going to be subsequently, I guess, responsible for hauling corpses. So I'll remove any restrictions for that for now. All right, we extracted heat tolerant out of Mars. So Mars, you're going to go in for a kill now. And I'll destroy Mars's bed. Once Inu and Scorpio heal up a little bit more, the plan is to put Breakfire through a super soldier cycle. Just everything just kept getting delayed because of all the events that was going on. So we're going to get something useful out of the sacrificing the Neanderthal. I'm just curious. And I'm going to put Inu on bed rest, just because these are like nasty wounds that need to be healed. Poor shooting. Oh, that works when you're a brawler. So, that good enough. And Scorpio, you're going to be responsible for moving the body. All right, next one that's going to be sacrificed is Diver. We're going to do a double scan of the Edegan and kill off the Edegan. So I'll keep Bennett, Seach, and Woe. Actually, maybe I'll keep Diver over Woe. Because Woe has like a weird diet, and I want to just not have to deal with that. 5 parkas for this reward. That's a pretty good trade. Should we accept the trade offer? We have a lot of plain leather and bird skin, so the cost is very manageable. What are you doing with that gene pack? Is there not... Okay, why would you bank... I don't know. That was sketchy. We shot it right as we were releasing it. There it goes. And you guys think I should accept the trade offer? Overwhelmingly? So what reward? Reward number 1 is a social trainer or an animal trainer. Reward number 2 is advanced components and uranium. And reward number 3 is goodwill. Breakfire was like, oh no, the explosive ammo I exploded, and fled the scene. Okay, those animals have been hunted. Good. Naked speed. Let's kill Diver now too. Well, no, I guess I'll keep Diver over WoW, as I said. So let's kill WoW with genes. And then kill Ditch with genes. I'll probably scan Ditch for a kill here in a minute. There's basically no waster genes I even care to grab. So Inu is just about healed up enough that I feel safe and compelled to head into the gene lab. So going in the vault, flicking on all of the power sources, refueling them. So the prediction was already done, but it's a 56-44 breakdown, I think. And here we go, going in, and someone will have to go down there to actually insert the Archite capsule. So it has started. And I'll mark that off of my request. So now there is nothing in the gene queue. The gene queue is cleared. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Stalwart Ancients, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow ancients.